Hi, this is April. Welcome back to my channel. I have recently discovered something about social media that I thought I'd share with you. It should be obvious, but I had to be reminded. When you find yourself unemployed with too much time on your hands, because let's face it, you can only submit so many applications in one day before going crazy, you find yourself scrolling on TikTok or YouTube or other social media, and after a while, you start to feel really bad. Your mood definitely takes a turn for the worse. And I've noticed that if you land on a video that's really quite negative and you watch it for more than a few seconds, the algorithm is going to feed you more and more of that same negativity. For instance, I was watching one of those Dear White People videos, and it really made me feel bad about myself, and I couldn't stop watching it. But then, sure enough, I was fed more and more of that type of video. And after a while, I was starting to feel really paranoid that there were so many people that hate me just because of my race. And I realize that's not true, but if you're in a bad position, such as being unemployed, and you have all this time on your hands, when you're fed that negativity over and over again, it can really add to your depression. So one day, after doom scrolling on TikTok for an embarrassing amount of time, watching all these videos that were so racially and politically divisive, and watching all of these sexually graphic details coming out of the Diddy trial, the Holy Spirit seemed to really tell me to get off of social media. And he reminded me of a certain verse that I remember in childhood. And I didn't know exactly where it would be in the Bible, but I just remember the Apostle Paul talked about thinking about things that are lovely and true. So I did a Google search and I was able to find it. So I'd like to share it with you because it really did give me that reset that I needed. And this is what the Apostle Paul had to say in Philippians 4, verse 8. And now, dear brothers and sisters, one final thing. Fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about the things that are excellent and worthy of praise. So some of the ways that I've tried to implement this verse in my daily life is I've tried to get back into reading a chapter of the Bible every day. I used to be really faithful about doing this, but when I lost my job, I got really distracted and I didn't want to do much of anything. But I'm telling you, even if you've read the Bible through several times, the Holy Spirit will never fail to teach you something new in every chapter that you can apply to your daily life. It's been a major game changer. And if you want to stay on social media, try watching some Christian ministries. My all-time favorite is Julie Green Ministries. She used to be on YouTube, but she got kicked off for discussing the 2020 election. Now she's on Rumble, but she teaches an encouraging word from the Bible every single day, and I really enjoy watching it. And another thing, I'm not huge into praise and worship music, but listening to CeCe Winans really fills me with the joy of the Lord, and it really uplifts my spirit. So if you ever find yourself in a situation like I was in, where you're doom scrolling on TikTok and you find your mood getting uglier and uglier, try your hardest to pry yourself away and focus on those things of the Lord, and it will change your life around. It might not happen overnight, but slowly you'll start to notice the joy seeping in and the darkness going away. If you like this video, give it a like, consider subscribing for more news, reviews, and a few nature vlogs. God bless.